can lick it, I can ride it while you slipping and sliding.
What's up, freaksters? Welcome back to the Freaky Fab podcast. I'm your host, Reese Nicole, and I'm so glad to see you guys again. We're like 10 seconds in, I'm already messing up my words. Love that for me. Hi guys, welcome back, or welcome to, if this is your first time seeing my face. I just want to apologize in advance because I just pressed record and I don't know what I'm going to get myself into half the time. And so it's a party every day over here. Okay. What's up, guys? I miss you guys so much. I'm coming to you guys live on a Monday. This past weekend was July 4th. My family, we didn't do anything for the 4th, as you can probably tell why. But I'm curious to know how your guys's, I don't know how that word, I would like to know how your guys's, that word is so freaking stupid, how you guys's weekend was, regardless if you celebrated or not. Did you take some time for yourself? Did you try a new restaurant, try a new recipe? Over the weekend, I made a banana chocolate chip. I made like a banana chocolate chip loaf for my family because we had purchased some bananas that were a couple days before, and they were literally, guys, I'm not even joking, when I was getting ready to make the bread and I grabbed the rotting bananas, they were so rotted that the bananas were like sweating. Like rotten bananas, they're like brown and mushy, not rotten, but like overripe bananas. I promise I didn't use raw, I promise I didn't use like infected bananas, okay? But you know when like bananas are like so brown, spotted and mushy that you're like, oh, I'm just gonna throw them away. I decided to reuse and recycle, okay? And I made some delicious banana chocolate chip loaf bread over the weekend, and I'm so proud of myself. Like, I'm really Martha stewarding it up. Guys, I don't know if you guys make me nervous, or if I genuinely have like a speech impediment, or if I'm just cracked out on coffee. I have my second coffee of the day here. Also a reused and recycled cup. I went to Dunkin' and got my coffee. Here's my order for anyone who cares. You probably can't see, but it is a medium vanilla cold brew with extra ice, 3 brown sugar syrup, 3 vanilla shots, almond milk, and cold foam. That's my order, and I basically made the same drink again, but homemade, because I need to be cracked out for this episode. And I fear that I'm too cracked out and I cannot form a sentence. So I just want to make this disclaimer here right now in the present tense that I will be stumbling over my words. But what's new? You guys make me nervous and I'm cracked out. I'm sorry. So good, by the way. Also, I'm curious to know whether you have your coffee in the morning, or like your matcha in the morning, or you have like a morning tea, whatever your vibe is, your morning smoothie, whatever it is. I'm curious to know if you guys are chuggers or sippers, because I am a sipper. I love to take my time and really like be intimate with my drinks. But my sister, she's a chugger. Like, she'll have like we'll both get our drinks at the same time. Say we're like at any restaurant, we'll both get our drinks at the same time, and she always finishes hers before I do. Always. And I really would like to know the psychology behind people, like, and what it means to be a sipper or a chugger. Like, what does that mean? Sorry guys, I was looking for my phone. Don't you hate when you're like laying in the bed and you sit your phone down in one exact position? You like ruffle the bed sheets ever so slightly, and now your phone's like in the ether somewhere, and now you have to like get out of your comfortable spot in your bed to find your phone, and it was like right there by your knee. Like, girl, what the heck? I hate when that happens. Anyways, how are you guys this beautiful Monday? Hopefully you're watching this on a Monday. Hopefully you're watching this when it's uploaded. If not, I completely get it. How was your day? Today on this Monday, it's actually sunny, and it's like the first sunny day we've had here in Chicago where like it's not feeling like Satan's butthole outside. Like, it's like a decent amount of heat outside, which thank God, because last week and like the humidity and like it reached it was crazy. And I'm just so glad that we've escaped that, because I couldn't handle it. So thank God it's like a normal amount of heat for once. But I don't know, who knows how long that's gonna last. It could literally be like a tornado storm tonight. We don't know. But yeah. Today, guys, let's not waste any more time. I'm pretty sure you've seen the title. We are going to get into some Reddit Am I the Asshole forum, and read some stories. I'm really curious to see these stories because, disclaimer, my sister sent me these stories, so I have not read them. I have no bias towards them. I have nothing. But she said I should be very interested in what these stories say, so I'm kind of scared. But okay. And let's get into our first story of the day. First story. Oh, this is kind of long. I just want to preface, this is a perfect episode to watch or listen to when you're like taking your dog on a walk or something, because there will be a lot of reading with these stories. So if you don't want to like be bothered and just sit here and look at my face the whole time, this is like a perfect time to like clean your room or like take a shit and like listen to this episode. Okay. First story comes from Uncommon EXE. Says, and this was 3 days ago, so this is recent. I'm so scared. Okay, so it says, am I the asshole for refusing to keep driving my friends everywhere, even though it seems to have ended our friendship? Okay, let's get into it. It says, hi guys, my wife and I, originally from the Philippines, moved to the US about a year ago. Okay. They're new to the lands. Welcome. Around a month later, so this is a month later after their 1 year of living in the US, 1 month later, another couple we're friends with also moved to the same city. That's so crazy. So another couple that you guys were friends with in the Philippines also moved to the same city they reside in. Him and I'm guessing it's a him, but this person and their wife. We technically live in the same metro area, but we're about 30 to 40 minutes apart. Okay, that's a good setup. Also, for another disclaimer, I will be like rereading and like trying to get like a full picture of these stories. So if you hear me say like another sentence again, I'm just trying to grasp. Okay, I'm just trying to grasp what's going on. Okay. When we first moved here, one of our biggest priorities was getting our driver's license and buying a car. Understandable, because we wanted to get around and not hassle anyone to driving us places. It took us around 3 months to do both, but we got it done and have been driving ever since. Okay. And also, I wonder if the Philippines, I know in the UK, do you guys know like how UK cars are set up to where like the steering wheel is on the passenger side in our cars? I wonder if like in the Philippines, like when you come from like like I don't know how Filipinos and how like their system of cars are set up, but I wonder if it's like similar or different to how it is in the US. I'll have to look into that. But okay, so this couple just bought their car around 3 months ago, got their driver's license, and now they're driving places because they don't want to hassle anyone. I get it. Okay, moving on. Our friends took a different approach. They never really prioritized getting a license or a car, but did invest in pretty expensive mountain bikes since they were bikers back in our home country. At first, it wasn't a big deal. Whenever we'd hang out, we usually pick them up and drop them off because we wanted to spend time together. Okay, but over time, it started feeling like we had become their personal taxi service. Almost every time we wanted to meet up, it involved us driving over 30 minutes to get to them. I mean, okay, let me just keep reading. Then another 30 minutes to wherever we were going, and then doing the whole thing again afterward. It added a lot of extra driving to every outing. Okay, so he's saying that in the beginning, they used to, this couple, what this person is saying, that in the beginning of them getting their license and driving around, that in the beginning they would drive their other couple friends places because they wanted to hang out with them, which is understandable. But now it's becoming like too much for them. Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. We realized it was frustrating when more than a year had passed. So it's been 2 years now that they've been living here, this original couple. So we realized it was frustrating when more than a year had passed and they still hadn't gotten a learner's permit. It doesn't feel like something they're actively working towards. The moment they really changed things happened a few months ago. We made plans to hang out several days in advance, and they'd agreed. This time we never offered to pick them up because we assumed they'd either find their own transportation or let us know if they needed help. On the day of the meetup, we texted them that we're on our way to the location. They didn't reply. About halfway through our drive, they finally texted saying they weren't coming anymore. They never explicitly said why, but both my wife and I got the impression that they had expected us to come get them like always. Since we didn't, they just canceled. See? After that, we gradually stopped talking. They stopped following us on socials. Sorry, guys, my leg jerked. I'll read that again. After that, we gradually stopped talking. They stopped following us on socials and don't really reach out anymore. And neither do we. Recently, we noticed on social media that they were hanging out with a completely new group of friends who all happen to own cars and drive them around. As far as we know, they still don't drive themselves. What bothers me isn't that they made new friends, is that it feels like our friendship only lasted as long as we were willing to provide what they wanted, transportation. Once we stopped acting as their chauffeurs, the friendship seemed to disappear, and now it looks like they've simply found new people to fill that role. My wife and I think the same way about them, but am I taking it too personal? I can't shake the feeling that we're being used. Am I the a-hole for feeling this way? Interesting. Okay. So, right from the beginning, I think, first of all, okay, I'm actually going to look this up really quick because I need to know this. It's like, I just need to know, is driving in the Philippines different than driving in the U.S.? Sorry, guys, I don't have a speech to text, so I'm actually having to type this out, so bear with me. Is driving in the Philippines the same as USA. Here's just a quick synopsis. Driving in the Philippines is vastly different from the USA. While both countries drive on the right side of the road, the Philippines feature highly congested cities, aggressive maneuvering, poorly defined lanes, and a mix of motorcycles and local transport like tricycles and jeepneys. I believe I'm saying that right. They share the roads. Okay. So it sounds like to me, I just first impression, I don't think this person is the a-hole. I don't think this person is the a-hole, and I'll say why. I don't think this person is the a-hole because I feel like the other couple, the other party, it sounds like to me they never really had a driver's license. If this person is saying that they back in their home country would use, motorcycles, or what did he say, mountain bikes to get around, I don't think that their mindset is all of a sudden going to shift now that they're in the USA. It sounds like to me they've always needed some type of aid when it comes to driving and, driving them around more specifically. So I don't think that would have ever changed. But this couple, you know what this couple sounds like to me? This couple sounds like not necessarily opportunists in a way, but just like they're always looking for like the next shiniest thing. And if you don't give them that thing, they're going to go to the next person. Right. And I feel like if you guys have been friends for a long time, I feel like you should have known this about this couple, because when you refuse to change in that way and like do the things you're supposed to do, you never really evolve out of that. Right. You tend to stay the same that way in all aspects of your life. So if if you're moving to a different country and you're acting the same way right now as you did when you lived in the other country, I feel like that translates into like other aspects of your life. Like, if you need to do something, but that there's someone else that's going to help you in doing that thing. It's like, why would I be so fast to do X, Y, and Z when I can just find someone else to give me X, Y, and Z, And if you've been friends with this couple for a while, I feel like this Redditor should have known eventually that this was going to happen. And also, I want to know if they're giving you gas money. I just want to know, because, and again, I don't know how gas prices work in the Philippines, but I would imagine they're much lower and cheaper because so many people use local transportation like buses or jeepneys, they were called. Mountain bikes, gas might not be so high because you have so many people using local transportation. So now that we're in a different country, I feel like if you're going to have people drive you around, and it's just like, just pay them back. I honestly wouldn't feel so bad driving this couple around if I was in this Redditor's position, if they were also giving me something in return. It's a give and take of it all, right? It's the give and take. If I'm constantly giving you rides and I'm constantly going out of my way, I feel like this Redditor should have like set boundaries. I feel like set boundaries, and even and when those boundaries are ran over by this couple's mountain bikes, when those boundaries are ran over, then yeah, like definitely cut them off. And no, I don't think this person is the a-hole, though. Like I said, I would have loved to see some boundaries be set in place. And also, it's just like, get an Uber, get a Lyft, like, because you can't rely. I think this couple, this party is always thinking like, oh, like this person's got me, like it's fine, or this couple's got me, so it's fine. But you can't rely on people like that necessarily all the time. So I just don't understand, why not get an Uber? Why not get a Lyft? Like, I don't get it. So yeah, moral of the story, I don't think this Redditor is an a-hole. Comment down below what you guys think. if this person is there she goes, tripping over her words again. She can't speak a sentence because she's so over caffeinated. We love that. Yeah, you guys comment down below what you guys think. I personally do not think that this Redditor is an a-hole. So, yes. Yes, that is crazy. Honestly, I feel like because gas prices are so high over here that I feel like we should start doing like local transportation. And not doing, I don't want to say like we should start doing local transportation like it doesn't exist, because it obviously does. But like in a sense that oh, that's not. No, but like in a sense that like we should really take advantage of it. I think that's the word. We should really take advantage of like we as a country need to start acting like frat boys on college campuses. Like what frat boys are to scooters, America should be towards local transportation. You know what I'm saying? Like we should be eager and like excited to like scoot around campus on our little e-scooters. Okay? Just as much as we should be excited to get on a bus or something like that, because gas just is like way too high. And I get everyone's situation is different, so take that with a grain of salt, but like we should definitely take it to our advantage. Okay, next. This next story comes from Lulu Rat Lady. What a name, right? What a name. And they ask, am I the a-hole for giving my boyfriend an ultimatum for showing me his home? First of all, being in a man's home, already I'm getting scared for her. I'm getting scared for her. And honestly, I don't even have to read the rest of the story to know that what she did was the right thing to do. If you walk into a man's house and you're like to the point of giving him an ultimatum, dude, nuke the whole house. I don't even know what she's going to say, but nuke it all. Okay. She writes, "Hi, I've been dating a guy for almost 3 months now." Okay, so this is fresh. This is fresh meat. This is a fresh relationship. 3 months? 3 months in this economy, babe, is like 2 years, actually. So, like, congratulations. Let's see what she has to say. She writes, "We literally live a 15 minutes walking distance away from each other. So we hang out almost daily." Okay, I'll say my thing about that later. "He comes over at my place to watch movies, eat dinner, and play games together. But, oh gosh, guys, I'm so nervous. I'm like, my hands are sweating. I don't know what she's going to say, but I'm already like on edge. Okay, she says, "But he refuses to invite me over to his place. Every time I ask him to hang out at his place, he tells me it's too messy and he doesn't want me to see it." Okay, let's keep going. He says he lives in a small apartment and he lives in a small apartment, which, okay, she spelled apartment wrong, but hey, I've been stumbling this whole episode, so, I can't really judge. "He lives in a small apartment and has loads of free time to clean. He also offers to help him clean his home." Oh, she says, "I also offered to help clean his home several times, but he refuses. He rejected the idea of hiring a professional cleaner too." Gosh, she has so many typos in this little segment, but okay. "So he refuses to get a personal cleaner and refuses to help you clean his apartment." Interesting. "I don't want us to only hang out at my home every time, but I've asked him to clean his home so many times now. I even said I don't care about it being a mess. I just want my boyfriend to invite me over. He claims he is cleaning it bit by bit, and that's what he's been saying for 3 months now." Why is he so me? Like, that's so me, guys. Like, "I'm cleaning it bit by bit." What? It is taking you 3 months? Okay. Oh God. Last week I was fed up with him and I told him I'm giving him an ultimatum of 2 weeks to show me his home or we're done. He asked me for a month. Eventually we settled on 3 weeks. Wait, he asked you for what? Last week I was fed up with him and told him I'm giving him an ultimatum of 2 weeks to show me his home or we're done. Oh, and he asked you for a month. Okay. Eventually we settled on 3 weeks, but he said he probably won't make it. Keep in mind, this is a single person apartment. So real small and he has all the time in the world. But he's bugging me. Oh, but it's bugging me. Am I the a-hole for demanding to see his place? Girl, leave him. You must leave him, and that's the only advice I think I could give. That man either has a sex dungeon for an apartment or he has so many roaches and rats in there because it's so dirty that he physically cannot clean it himself. And that's the only two things, right? Like, you either have some crazy BDSM activity going on or you have roaches and rats coming from every crevice and crack in that apartment. And so with that, I say leave him. Leave him if it's the rats and roaches, and compromise if it's the BDSM. No, I'm joking, but I don't know. No, you have to leave him. You have to leave him. If he's refusing to clean, it's only going to cause issues further down the road. Like, something so simple as cleaning, guys, it doesn't take you more than a week. It shouldn't take you more than a week to clean your apartment. And she said he has a small 1-bedroom apartment. So it's like, what, 800 square feet? Like, I get it. You guys know on Instagram, like, the girl bedroom account where it's like this one guy will like go all around New York City and like interview girls and, you know, film their apartment. And it sounds really weird, but they'll like see what's going on in this person's apartment. And they also have like a boys room where like an interviewer will do the same thing. He'll like interview this guy. He'll say like, oh, how much in rent are you paying in New York City? And they'll be like, can I see your home? And then they'll go see his home. And the guy's apartment, the way guys live, it just gives like disgusting pig, like growing up, you used to hear the word pigsty, or at least I did. I used to hear the word pigsty and not really equate to how dirty and filthy pigs are. And that's genuinely how men live. They live like someone out of the sky is going to magically come down and like snap their fingers and clean it all up for them. That's how they live. And it's really disgusting. And that's really a test of character, right? If a guy is so comfortable in living in his filth, he is just a nasty human being in general. And you should not be with anyone like that. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. For your own health, you shouldn't. Just imagine, like, say like he does clean his apartment, right? And you finally go, then what? Then what? Is he going to continuously keep it clean? Are you going to clean it? Like, I just don't see a positive ending to this, except for choosing yourself and leaving him. That's what you have to do. You just have to get your bags, clean your hands, okay, and say, see ya, I'm out of here. Oh my gosh, I'm looking straight at my vitamin counter and realize I didn't take my vitamins today. So I'm gonna need to take my vitamins. Taking my vitamins on stream. Okay, guys, 1 second. I like to take this hair, skin, and nails gummy, and then my vitamin C gummies, because Megan Thee Stallion said that taking vitamin C, or she thinks that taking vitamin C helps with her manganese, and anything for me to get manganese this summer, I'm gonna do it. So I don't even know if taking vitamin C really truly helps with, you know, your bones, but if it does, I'm gonna start taking them. Back to this Redditor though, you truly do have to leave him and choose yourself, because there's no positive ending in this. And it sounds like you're very type A, in a sense that you like a clean space, an organized area. And he sounds so type B. He's like a type B plus. Like, he's mastered type B. B plus. And it's just not gonna work, honey. I'm so sorry. And this, she posted this 11 days ago, so I would love an update on what's truly going on. All right, next one. Am I the asshole for getting annoyed by someone training in the gym? Ooh, getting annoyed by someone training in the gym. The gym can be a very overstimulating place. I've been going to the gym now for 3 years. For 3 years. Almost 4, actually. I mean, if we count 22, yeah, I would say 4, just to add on to my credibility. So I've been going to the gym for a while now, and, you know, I've seen some freaky, obnoxious things happen in the gym. Some freaky, obnoxious thing happening in the gym. So I haven't even read the story yet, but I kind of want to teeter on the fence of being on this Redditor's side, because the gym can be very overstimulating, and it can be someone doing something very simple, like this person said, training. It could be someone, I don't know, just minding their business, but in the gym, it becomes so overstimulating. Does that make sense? All right, let's get into it. This story comes from Jameson S15. Am I the a-hole for getting annoyed by someone training in the gym? Let's get into it. My 30 female and my boyfriend live in a, I think they mean me. So me, 30 female, and my boyfriend live in a pretty big apartment building with a very small but decently stocked gym. Love that. To have lived and to have loved. No, but to live in, what am I trying to say? Hey, what am I trying to say? To live in a apartment, first of all, is one of the greatest flexes of our generation. Let me just say that. And to live in an apartment where you have a decently stacked gym, regardless of size, is such a flex. It is the flex you think it is. To live in an apartment and not have to walk X amount of miles to go to your gym, you can just go downstairs. That is, shouts out to y'all. Okay. Live in a pretty decently stocked gym. Got it. Every Saturday, one of the other tenants comes in with a huge wagon. And I don't think they're talking about ass. A huge wagon, accessories, and a speaker to have a training session with a client. There are almost no free spaces in this gym, so you have to scoot past them sideways if you need anything that's near them. They play their music very loudly and chat and giggle the whole time. I totally get that I sound like a fun sucker at this point, but I'm not annoyed that women are having a good time. I'm just wondering if someone should be allowed to use the small they capitalize that, small apartment gym to host their personal business training people. Every time they come in, I have to completely change my workout. Oh, that's the worst. Because they take over a large amount of space for a long time. I don't mind if I have to reorder my workout because someone is using the machine I want. But this feels really intrusive. And they're so loud, which really kills my vibe. Am I being an a-hole? No. 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 This person is not. Listen, I remember last summer when I thought I was in my runner era and I would run all around my neighborhood, right? Because honestly, if I'm just being honest, I prefer running fresh air around the neighborhood, around the block, say hi to this person, wave at this person's dog, have a time, rather than running on a treadmill because all you hear is dum, 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 dum. I'm imitating my legs running on the treadmill. Dum, 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 dum. And you're running next to a person who keeps looking over at you like, oh my God, are they about to pass out? Like, are they good? And the whole time you're just huffing and puffing on the treadmill. I prefer to run outside for that reason. And so I remember one time I was at the community center, right down the road from my house. I'm at the community center and I'm running on the track, and I see this woman who is, because there's a track and then there's like a small little football field in the middle. So it's like a football field and there's like a track around it, if that makes sense. So I'm running on the track and I see this woman who has music. She has all her accessories. She's a trainer and she's outside training this person, right? And I don't know if it was just because it was a good day outside or if they had plans to work out outside, but I feel if you're a personal trainer and you should know, you should just be aware. You should be aware, a little aware. You should be aware. You should. If you're training someone and in a gym and the gym is 400 square feet of area, and you know that there's other tenants that live in this apartment or whatever, it's so rude and obnoxious of you. Like, how dare you? The audaciousness to train someone. It is like this Redditor said, it's not even necessarily training them that's the issue, but it's bringing all of your extra accessories. It's playing your loud music. Hey, you probably shouldn't do that. Hey, that's probably not okay. It's so easy and accessible to just go outside and train. Especially if you're going to be playing loud music. Everyone in the gym has headphones. Everyone in the gym is wearing headphones, dude. And you chose to bring your JBL speaker to this 400 square feet gym and train someone? How dare you? The audaciousness. Are you serious? Some people really just have the audacity. And honestly, if I was this Redditor, I would speak to someone at the apartments and be like, get them banned. I don't like that. Oh, now I'm pissed. Oh, now I'm pissed. It's just the audaciousness of it all. I would never do that. And some people I fear don't have like environmental awareness. And maybe this is where this trainer's autism kicks in, because you don't understand the social format of what's happening, right? The heaviness, the social heaviness that is happening, that is being acquired here. You decide to bring in your big over the shoulder speaker, your huge 90s, 80s boombox JBL disco DJ speaker over the shoulder, and bring every single weight equipment that you find in your arsenal and go marching straight into that 400 square foot. I don't even know if it's 400 square foot, but this Redditor, she emphasized small gym. What are you doing? Go to a commercial gym and do that if you're going to do that. Go outside if you're going to do something like that. But don't be obnoxious in this small space. Just don't do it. And honestly, yeah, I would contact HR and be like, it's so hard for me. Because, my butt is just so big. Right? My butt is so big and it's such a small area. And this trainer is just so hard to move my butt around and to move around in the gym. Like, it's affecting my physical health. Pull a number like that. Really be a Karen in this situation. Sometimes it's okay to be a Karen, and then there's other times where it's like, girl. And in this situation, I would endorse being a Karen and be like, my physical health is at risk here because my huge BBL allegation butt cannot move around in these conditions. Like, do something, girl. You have to do something. Lulu the rat. Is that her name? Lulu the rat. Hold on. Oh, no, this is Jameson S15. Jameson, listen to me. Do whatever you gotta do, girl. Do whatever you gotta do. Seriously. That sounds like a nightmare. Okay, guys, I think we have time for one more. Let's do one more. This one comes from Agitated Lion 8498. And they ask, am I the a-hole for not cooking for my husband or for not cooking my husband breakfast anymore? Let's quickly get into this, guys. Also, comment down below if you think I was wrong in these. If you think some of these people are the a-hole, I would love to know down below. Okay, let's get into it. 75% of the time, so over about 3/4 of the time, I have to wake him up. You have to wake him up with breakfast. Otherwise, he sleeps half the day. He's a fighter, so he has weird hours to begin with. It's the only way to get him out of bed and moving. Instead of being grateful and thankful for not having to be an adult for the first 45 minutes of the day like the rest of us, he criticizes whatever I make if it's not perfect, and I mean perfect. So after this morning's comment of the eggs are dry, why do you overcook your eggs? I just had enough. I don't have anyone cooking for me or waking me up with princess treatment. So I said, you can cook your own breakfast from now on. You're acting like a spoiled brat. Clock it. He says he's allowed to have an opinion if he's being served didn't eat the eggs, took one bite out of the homemade apple turnover. She's making homemade apple turnover break of dawn. That's crazy. Not that in and of itself is crazy, but the fact that she's bending over backwards and she's getting like the short end of the stick. Took one bite out of the homemade apple turnover and threw it all away and microwaved a Jimmy Dean biscuit. Mind you, I'm an excellent cook. Legitimately. Yesterday's breakfast was sausage, eggs, and bananas Foster homemade buttermilk pancakes. Even the buttermilk and butter were homemade. Literally, am I the a-hole over here? Okay. So my first thoughts is it's giving trad wife, blue collar. That combination is a climbing dynamic in this country. But what I will say is men, it's like she said, getting princess treatment. You don't even deserve these eggs. You don't even deserve this sausage. I'm up every morning making homemade butter, homemade buttermilk, homemade apple turnover. And because the eggs are a little dry, you go to a Jimmy Dean biscuit. Jimmy Dean breakfast is the lowest tier breakfast you could have. Lowest tier breakfast you could have. You're getting served homemade luxuries. Homemade luxuries, bitch. You probably just heard my stomach growl. And instead of being thankful, see, like going back to the last couple ones, it's the audaciousness. It really is, dude. Like, just say thank you and just be grateful. And honestly, if you've had your breaking point, don't cook for him again. Don't cook for him again. For all you care and for all I care, you can have a Jimmy Dean breakfast every morning. You can have a Jimmy Dean breakfast every morning. I don't care. Figure it out. You're a grown man. First of all, at the end of the day, grown man. You don't need me to cook for you every morning just to get you out of bed. She said that he won't even get out of bed if he's not served with breakfast on a wooden tray with flowers and tea and crumpets. And if you are going to make him breakfast every morning, I would say don't even waste your time in giving him the luxury breakfast, and just give him a Jimmy Dean biscuit breakfast sandwich on a paper plate and say, good morning, here you go. Good morning, here you go. That's all you get from me. That's all you get from me is a microwave Jimmy Dean breakfast. Because how dare you? Women do so much. She's literally bending over backwards. I don't make anything homemade for breakfast. I might make like homemade banana chocolate chip loaf. I might make a homemade banana chocolate chip loaf, but that's later that's later in the day. Right? I might get a little funky and I might start being a little trad later in the day, but in the morning I'm whipping up something quick like eggs, bacon, bagels. Never am I making homemade butter for someone who's not grateful. You're going to get this microwavable fold over egg, processed egg, and that's what you're going to get, and you're going to like it. Gary, you are going to finish your dessert, and you are going to like it. And that's how you need to start talking to these men. Because, like, I'm getting irritated. I'm getting so irritated. That's the only way he's going to get out of bed. I bet you if you started clanking some pots and pans together and be like, fire, fire, then he'll get up. Because she mentioned that he was a firefighter. The audacity. It's just the audacity of it all. Yeah. So that was our stories. I don't think that she's the a-hole at all. And arguably, I would say my advice for this is if you're going to keep making him breakfast, give him breakfast straight out of a plastic bag, a plastic wrapping out of a cardboard box. And you yourself, Miss, what's her name? Agitated Lion. You, Miss Agitated Lion, if you're watching this, you give yourself the homemade breakfast every morning. After you wake up and you go in that Jimmy Dean cardboard box, you pull that chicken sausage breakfast egg McMuffin biscuit out the wrapping, and you put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. Sorry, that was spit if you heard it. And you put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. I want you to put it on a paper plate. Don't even give him a real plate. Put it on a paper plate. Say good morning. You close the door. Don't give a damn if he likes it or not. You close the door, walk out, slam the door behind you, and you give yourself the legitimate apple turnover homemade for breakfast. Because that's what you deserve. Not him, not that buster, you. And it's crazy because I don't want to get too religious here, but you're going to tell me a woman came from a man's rib? And a man can't even say thank you for having a wife that makes him breakfast. Hold on, y'all. I gotta pause. Hi, guys. Sorry, I'm back. My mom desperately needed me to do something for her because she is so codependent. She needs me all the time. It's fine. But yeah, I'm back now. Moral of the story, I feel like a lot of these people were taken advantage of at some point. Going back to the person who is driving people around, this woman who is just not being appreciated for her culinary Gordon Ramsay cooking skills. I feel if you are ever being taken advantage of in a situation and you know you deserve better, you are not the a-hole for choosing yourself and saying piss off to everyone who's taking advantage of you. Piss off. It's 2026. It's hot as hell. Let your titties fly if you're a woman. If you're a man, I don't know what you should do. Maybe be more thankful towards your wives. That's all the stories for today. And honestly, not as many word flops and sentence flops as I thought was going to be this episode. I thought I was going to be jumping off the walls like, because like I usually don't drink 2 coffees a day. I usually only do one huge coffee, homemade, of course, because I used to get Dunkin' every day, and then I added up the total on my card, and I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. So I've started making coffee at home, so that's why I only usually have 1 coffee a day. But I had 2 today because last night I got too high. I got too high, and I always do this when I take my gummies because my gummies are 5 milligrams each, and they taste like legit candy. So I'll just be popping them, and I'm like, oh, 5 milligrams, that's nothing. But when you have 6 5 milligrams, girl, do the math. That's 30 milligrams of pure THC. And, you know, to the heavyweights out there, they may be looking at me like, this scrawny little pipsqueak, she can't handle 30 milligrams of weed. No. So I got way too high. I legit had to just lay down, and I woke up at 5 this morning, actually. And I didn't know what state I was in. I didn't know what planet I was on. My phone was laying on my stomach like this. I just passed out last night. And, that's the cruel thing, right, about weed hangovers. Like, weed hangovers are so different in comparison to like being drunk and hungover. Being drunk and hungover, you wake up and you immediately feel like shit. But with weed, you wake up and you don't even know your name. You don't even know who you are. And so I needed the pick me up. And so now I have the coffee and I have the freaking beaming light on me. So I just feel like I have to be all over the place. Yeah, so I hope this episode was fun and enjoyable for you guys to listen to. I have so many ideas floating around in my head for the next upcoming episodes, and I was so excited to sit down and film this one today because I haven't filmed all weekend, and that's usually because it's like my dad is out working, my sister's out working during the week. So this is like, and my mom's like, she's in her office, so she really doesn't hear me going off the walls. So it's like a perfect time to film. But on the weekends, you know, my sister, she's home. My dad, he's home. He doesn't work on the weekends. And my mom, of course, doesn't work on the weekends. No one really works on the weekends. And so everyone's home, and it's just like chaotic, and it's just really hard for me to film. And so this past weekend, I was just like, I'm just like itching to film. I miss you guys. I missed you, freaksters. Freaksters, I missed you. I missed you so much. And every second of the day, I was just thinking about you guys. Truly. I was thinking about what I wanted to say, and I was thinking about like just propping up my camera and letting loose and letting my freak flag fly. I miss you guys so much, and I'm so excited to record more episodes, and I'm so excited to see more of you guys' faces. And I'm so excited to see where this goes. To just be in front of the camera yapping about Reddit forums is such a blessing. It really is. It really is, to be sitting down on my floor reading Reddit forums. It really is the epitome of being unemployed. But hopefully one day soon I will break this unemployment curse and do this for a living. I love chatting with you guys. I have no friends, so you guys are like my friends. Is that a little parasocial? Maybe. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a flying fuck. Whatever. I love you guys so much. Continue to be freaks and continue to be yourself. regardless of who likes it or who doesn't like it. And have an amazing rest of your day, evening, night, rest of your week, weekend, whenever you're watching this. And yeah, know that I love you, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace out, freaksters.
I can lick it, I can ride it while you slipping and sliding.